It's Friday, fool! And you need this tool. Welcome back to another glorious episode of It's Friday, fool! You need this tool. My name is Kyle Voss, and every Friday I bring you a tool. A tool that I use here in this shop, or that I've featured on this channel. For those of you that watch the channel on a regular basis, you see I look extra clean cut, slick Rick, no hat. Well, that's because I've been busy. I've been really slack, busy lately. You know, working on things around the house that need fixing, lawnmower and that sort of thing. Nothing you'd want to watch, nothing interesting. So I didn't really film it. As you can tell, I haven't really filmed anything. I will tell you I have been working on the Grey Goose a little bit, just trying to get some of those last little things done. Not worrying about making a video out of it so I can get more done. Even though I have been filming it, and I will actually include that in an update video coming soon. So if you're into twin turbo Mustangs, I've got some things in store for you, so maybe I'll get back on regular schedule here soon. Enough jibba jabba. Today's tool. You want to see what today's tool is, right? Today's tool is the sheet metal brake. This is what they classify more of a pan brake because it has the teeth. I've had a lot of requests about featuring this particular brake on the channel. This is a Woodward fab brake. I actually bought this thing used a while back. You can get these things, I believe, for under $700-800 maybe. Seriously, brakes are extremely useful. I make all kinds of stuff in this shop with this brake. I've made the custom fabrication tool cart. The air tool holder. I've made a radiator support for the twin turbo car. Made a shifter base for the twin turbo car. Made all kinds of things. These things will definitely pay for itself. Just think, just in the things I just told you about would probably pay for the price of this brake right here. Well, let me show you how it works and why I feel like you need a brake that has teeth on it versus the other kinds of brakes. Just the straight solid brakes. These are a little more expensive, but in the long run, it's gonna be totally worth the extra money. So my suggestion is save the money that you would spend on a regular brake and get one of these box pan brakes that have the teeth. That's just my opinion. All right, well, let's bend something. So as you can see, this is my Woodward Fab pan and box brake, I believe is what they call these. As you can see, it has teeth. So these teeth are removable. You basically just take out these Allen bolts and the teeth will come out. Or you can just loosen them and they'll slide side to side. You can see I've got one tooth missing here. It's gonna be basically just kind of show you why you'd want to remove some teeth if you wanted to make some certain things. You can also see that all the teeth are different sizes. So they start off down here with a very small tooth, maybe 1.5 inches. And as you work your way down, they get bigger, maybe to like a 5 or 6 inch tooth. You wouldn't want them all to be small, I guess. In case you needed to make some large pieces, you don't have to move less teeth around. All right, so for this demonstration, we're just gonna make some simple bends in this piece of aluminum here. And what I'll do is I'll bend each side up. Very similar to what you'd have in a radiator support or a radiator tie down plate, right? It's got like 2 bends. Basically, it's just gonna be a U shape. Very simply, these things have a lever on each side that basically raises the teeth. So for something like this, you just raise one side and you can place the part in there. If you had something that was really wide, you'd raise both sides and then clamp it down. Just like that. Once you got it clamped, I like to take one of these magnetic angle finders, just put it on the base here, and then you just pull up on this lower part to the degree of a bend that you're looking for. On this particular one, I'm going to do 90 degrees. Raise your lever again. And there you go. You got one nice 90-degree bend. Okay, so let's do the other side just the same way. There you go, there's your U shape. This would be great for like a radiator cap, radiator support. I don't know, there's all kinds of things you could make that are very similar to this. And you could do compound bends, like you could do multiples of this. Now, the reason the box and pan brakes are great is because if you needed to bend this last piece, you couldn't do it because of these flanges that are hanging up here. So even if I were to stick this in here, I wouldn't be able to bend it up but a couple degrees, because these flanges that I've already bent would bend into these teeth, or if you didn't have the teeth, it would bend into this plate that is up here. That's where the teeth come in. Because I can take this piece here and either insert it this way or this way, it doesn't really matter. Tighten it down just like that with the tooth in the center of this U-bend. If it was wider, you put more teeth in there. If it's narrower, well, you can't really go much narrower than this, but for like building, prime example, I'm getting ready to build a battery box for the Grey Goose, and I will need to make these compound bends that will bend over themselves in order to make that thing. That's where this thing's gonna basically pay for itself. I'll make a nice aluminum, aircraft riveted battery box for that thing. And if I would have had just a straight plate style brake, I wouldn't be able to do that. So for, I don't know what, 300 extra bucks, you can make things that are nice, not just one bend or two bends. You're not making gutters here. We're making custom fabricated battery boxes and whatever you want, whatever your mind can dream up. So, got this thing placed between the teeth. Now, all you gotta do is grab this, give it a nice 90-degree bend, and you have a box. There you go, custom box, custom tray, tool holder. You could make boxed upper intakes. You could make whatever your mind can dream up, really, within reason, with this thing here. The only brake that's really better than this, in my opinion, for doing like complicated bends over the top of each other is what they call a magnetic brake, which it doesn't really have none of these teeth. It has these plates that go on top of the aluminum, and magnetically it sandwiches that thing so you can bend over top of it and do a little more complex things. They do make some brakes that actually have the fingers that kind of look like piano key style fingers that kind of come out, and they have a little more reach. You can do slightly more than this, but really this is really what you need for your home shop. You can make all kinds of custom parts and stuff for your cars. Really kind of step you up that little extra bit to the next level when you're going out and you kind of showing off your fabrication skills. This one here, I believe, is 48 inch. This is a 48 inch brake, so basically you can bend, 48 inches worth of material at one shot. All right, guys, there you go. This week's tool, the sheet metal brake. This thing, one of these is really essential if you're gonna kind of do more of the sheet metal panels and that sort of thing. Some good shears, a sheet metal brake, and a bead roller, and you're in business. You can literally make all kinds of stuff with just those 3 things. So there you go. What I'll do is I will drop some links in the description of several styles of these things. I'll try to see if I can't find this exact brand. I know there's several other brands too that I'll include. I'll even show you what the magnetic brakes are that I was speaking of. And you can kind of take a look for yourself, see what's out there. If you've been looking for brakes, these things are great. I think this is like 63 thousandths aluminum, bends it no problem. I don't know how high this particular one will go as far as thickness of aluminum or steel. For what I do, it bends everything I need it to bend, and I don't have any issues out of it whatsoever. So there you go. This week's tool, the sheet metal brake. Now I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this thing. As always, thank you for joining me. I will see you guys some more this week. It's Friday, fool!